settle for any ordinary brand. Let Gerry Foster, the branding evangelist, show you how to have a world-class brand here on Big Brand Formula. No more spinning your wheels, wondering what it takes to have a great brand that can have great things happen for you. Gerry wants you to think big and go big. Through his interviews and inspiring teachings, each episode is devoted to giving you the guidance, support, and tools for big branding your business, product, or a service, or even yourself as a personal brand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Gerry Foster.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Big Brand Formula podcast. I'm Gerry Foster, the Big Branding Guy, also known as the Branding Evangelist. And as you know, one of the things that I have always focused on throughout all of my podcast interviews is bringing on the most amazing, extraordinary, exceptional people in various fields of expertise. And while the theme of my work is always around big branding, the whole idea of having a big brand is the ability for anyone who has a business, particularly those of you who offer any kind of expertise, any kind of skill, talent, or ability, is being able to make big things happen through the gift that you've been given. And such an individual is my special guest today. She is known as Bhavna, the Golden Light. Now, before I bring her on, let me share with you a little bit about Bhavna. She is a powerful visionary, a thought leader, and founder of Bhavna's Wellness Group and Saving People. She is the best-selling author of 2 books, Confused Love, I should say, excuse me. Lust or spirituality. Oh, I like that, Bhavna. Confused love, lust, or spirituality. I got it. And healing, trauma, and self-care. She is the chosen one to bring the golden age on earth. She is a transformational speaker, coach, mentor, trainer, Reiki master, Golden Light. She is the creator of Golden Light Healing. Now, one of the things that's so great about Bhavna is that she works with people at the soul level, with their soul codes to bring abundance of love and money into their lives. She teaches them and shifts them in their journeys to the next level up, either with their relationships or work or money. Bhavna's mission is very clear and very simple and powerful, which is to create a ripple effect of love and peace with golden light. To create a ripple effect of love and peace with golden light. Experiencing more happiness in your relationships, connecting with each other, living and being in balance, creating the golden age where there is equality for all, and everyone is joyous, harmonious, conscious, compassionate, and kind with one another. Now, you're going to learn a lot about Bhavna in terms of how to get in touch with her on my website where this interview will be parked. But for now, she has a website, which is bhbhwellnessgroup.com. And you can also find out about her podcast and all the amazing things that she does when you come to my website and listen to this interview. So without further ado, Bhavna, how are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you, Gerry. Thank you for a beautiful introduction.
Oh, it is so great to have you here. You know, I've been a big fan of yours for a while now. You and I have been doing some work together in terms of your branding. And as I've gotten to know you, I find you to be just an amazing person. But first, Bhavna, tell everybody, what is Golden Light?
So Golden Light is unconditional love and peace within you, all right? And the part of you which is your higher divine self. That is what is actually very peaceful, right? Mm-hmm. So I have been really awakened to be that and living in the human form. And I reawakened your part of that divine, which is same, because we come from that one unconditional love space. But when we come down here, we forget all about it. So when I connect with you, I awaken your divine self within you to recognize that you are unconditional love too.
Oh, I love that. So how does that help people?
So let's put it this way: when we go through life, right, or when we are in and stuck in the traumas of life, what we are and who we are shifts because we are so pulled in the energy of the pain. And that the light, who we are, which is beautiful golden light, shifts, and the darkness or the pain comes in its space. And so your who you are, that being inside of you, the child you, the divine self you, shifts from being unconditional love to painful you. All right. So when I bring in that light, I'm clearing all those and refilling you up again with my golden light to be you, to recognize who you are.
Mhm.
So
That's
I'm releasing that. So when, if I had to give you an example, if this is a glass of water, it's filled, you can see the water. I see the water and I see the air. So for me, this glass is not just half empty, it's actually full
mm,
because there's air too. What
yes.
you would, or a normal person would just see is just this air. Sorry, just the water, not the air. I'm seeing the whole thing, but you are still full. But if the life happens and this becomes mucky water, right? So now what you're seeing is the mucky water, you're still not seeing the air.
I got you. I got you.
So I'll take out this mucky water and make it clear water again, and then this is still there.
Wow, that's really powerful because I know as I've gotten to know you that a lot of your work is about providing transformation for different types of pain, right? That a lot of people go through in their life. Can you talk about that? Because I know you've done a lot of work with people who are suffering from an illness or they're looking for a way to move forward because they feel stuck or unsatisfied with the direction their life is hitting. Can you talk a bit more about that in terms of how the Golden Light helps those people?
Right. So golden light helps them, giving them a direction by bringing clarity for them. So I take them through my golden light process or a method where I do some clearings on them. When I go into with them, I'm looking, I'm working. I also call myself the soul healer. So I am looking at who you are. For me, when I see you, Gerry, I see this beautiful, wonderful soul, and I see your light coming out. Okay. And sometimes when you go through trauma in life or heartbreak, that light can get dimmer. So if this is you, the the trauma has made you not shine you. So what I do is releasing and clearing these layers so you are back up again and shining. So
Mm.
I take and do the clearing process in that you start to shine. You start to get some clarity in what you have to go and what you have to do. Then the other part of me is bringing in peace. So I start to bring in peace within you, in your mind. So your chatter box, the mind, which is a chatterbox, love to talk. Sometimes people can't sleep because they're going through so much trauma. So they're having a difficult time sleeping. So that starts to calm down and you can start to sleep. And when you sleep, your body starts to heal faster and better, right? So it goes hand in hand. So I take you through a process of doing that, feeling calmer, feeling peaceful. Then reawaken the love within you for yourself. When you have that, sometimes we become such a big giver in our lives that we are giving, 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 and then we become empty from within inside.
Yeah.
And when we are so empty, there's nowhere to go. Who can refill us? And that's what I do. I love doing that.
Oh
I
my.
refill them with my golden light.
So someone should choose the golden light when they are what? When they are dealing with something, putting up with something. What do you find to be the best type of
I
point?
actually love, I never put a thing on myself because I love helping people in all different areas and variety and wide aspect of themselves, because they could be in a trauma and they can come to me because I would just hold them and start to clear the trauma so they're not stuck in a pattern.
Wow, wow.
And so then they can, I then bring the light out, their light out, and then my light becomes the torch for them on the path of their journey. So their my light helps them being the torch as they're walking with their light on.
I like that because the golden light is all about spreading love, peace, and
Exactly.
protection in the heart of all beings, right?
Exactly. And so that's where the protection comes in, is I am in front of them, protecting them and letting them see what is there.
Yeah.
And if there's something, I'm going to push that away for them so that they are safe.
My goodness gracious. Can you share some examples of people you've worked with where some incredible things have occurred? Because I know you work with different people in different types of scenarios and whatnot. What can you share with our listeners and viewers?
Right. So I have worked with thousands and thousands of people since I started and accepted my work. 2012 is when I had my reawakening, and I have evolved since then. I call myself, I've been humbled, at the same time become powerful to
Mm.
help people in their healing journeys and processes and spiritual classes. So one of the very interesting part was. Um, I've had people, a lot of people, when they have relationship issues, they come in, when the heartbreak happens and they are at their rock bottom in their lives,
Mm.
and they are so lost, they don't know. So, say, I have had some people who were doing amazing in their lives, had, six-figure income, and separated, and then had hit their rock bottom. They might still have the money or not have the money,
Yes.
right? So I lift them up and rebuild them up from scratch, and then have empowered them to start their business, or start their journey back up again, and start to see who they are and the powerful self they are. So, and then during that time, shown them who they are through their fuller self. So one example was someone whose husband cheated on her, and she was taking care of the kids and didn't know what to do.
Mm.
So as she came to me, I took her through the process of, clearing, then healing and empowering. And as we started, and then bringing her light, now she's writing a book. She's already opened her business. She's already received so many places where she's been invited to come as a guest speaker and talk. And they've also are paying her to come and speak, because now she's also, with her story, becoming such a powerful speaker,
Wow. Oh, that's incredible.
where she was just a housewife before and just stayed inside, with the kids. And now she's like going out there, and like, and she comes back, and Bhavna, I can do this. And the vulnerable part of where she'd received abuse and everything is not, stopping her from hiding. Where before it was, she was stuck. I mean, you could imagine somebody going through divorce and be like, let me get through this and then I'll do all this. But all this she did while she was going through the divorce with me, So,
Yes.
sorry, when she was with me while she was going through the divorce.
Right, I get you. So you get a lot of people who are dealing with relationship issues in terms of divorce, separation, or they're in a relationship, perhaps a marriage that's just not working, right?
Exactly.
So you're able to free something, right? Where that love emerges and that connection occurs.
Right. As I said, I'm all about love, right? So I love to bring people back together.
Yeah.
So when people are also in their marriage later on, sometimes, or sometimes even early on, they're falling apart, but they do have love. So I bring them together because, I know there are counselors and people like that. But when I go in that energy, I can see who they are at the core level. And do they have love there left for now?
Yes. Yes.
And if they have love, it's just that so much has been put on top of it. It's way down here, and they cannot even see that. So I release all that from top, and I bring it up and light it and bring it up, so they actually recognize it in each other and come back together.
Oh, I love that. Who they are at the core level.
Exactly.
And
So, and noticing that within each other and respecting that.
Talk some more about the core level work you do, because I remember there is like 4 levels, 4 types of pillars, whatever that word is you want to use. Can you speak about that in terms of?
Yes, for me, it's very important. My integrity, honesty, and love, having passion for people, kindness in your heart, and also who you are.
Yes.
Within your values, what you have received. Or I always say sometimes, actually all the time, is even if you've gone through a trauma in your life, you are not who you are made by your parents. You are who you are at that soul level you came down.
Yes.
Because you come with your own blueprint, and it's important to see that blueprint.
I really like that, because so many people out there, as you and I have talked about in the past, are not only feeling stuck, but they're just not feeling good. And I love how you offer people so many benefits, right? When people work with you, they can end up or turn out, or I should say, be transformed to choose feeling good, having happiness and joy, loving relationships, right? Moving forward in life, peaceful, calm, and bliss. I mean, there's so many things that are available from the golden light. And I'm wondering, what have you seen as a mindset that keeps a lot of people from going in this direction with you? Because you said something earlier where some people think they can go to a marriage counselor, or some people think they can take a course if they're trying to expand their business or build their career. You're doing something, though, that is so exceptional, because you are that me only brand, as I like to talk about, which is you're putting something out into the planet that nobody else is doing, right? Speak more about that, because I think people really need to understand that it's okay to step outside the box, right? The 9 dots, and do something that they maybe never have imagined before, called the golden light. And it's not just some woo-woo crazy thing, right? Can you speak about that?
Yes, definitely. It's not at all woo-woo. Um, when people talk about it, and it's not there, they don't know about it, because I have not been awakened before. And I haven't been there. Now I'm here, and I'm ready to shine my light. So up until now, I've been like, doing and helping people who come to me. And now I'm ready to shine my light out. So that's why this is the time when I'm speaking up and who I am and out there to help people. But let's come back to what I can do. So if you look at a tree, right? When you look at a tree in the summertime, and let's start with the how similarly I help people, right? So if you look at the spring season, it's filled with flowers. And when you become that butterfly, and you're flying in your journey of going to every flower and taking that, and then again flying and bringing that love and spreading that, can be beautiful, and each one of you can do that. But I can support you in doing that while I protect you so that you don't fall off.
Thank you so much. Well, for those of you who are listeners today, please make it a point to come to my website to check out this remarkable interview. Bhavna, that's B as in boy, HAV as in victory, NA, in case you're wondering how to spell it. And on my podcast page, you will see all of her links to all the incredible things that she offers in terms of her books and the wellness work that she does. I I tell you, you are such a gift to the world. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, listeners. This is Gerry Foster, the big branding guy, also known as the branding evangelist, signing off. Take care.
Thank you, Gerry.
Thank you.
You have just listened to Big Brand Formula. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to visit our website, gerryfosterbranding.com/podcast, where you can subscribe to the show and access our resources. If you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or simply telling a friend about us. Join Gerry again on the next episode of Big Brand Formula, where he can further help create your world-class brand.